Hello, in this lesson we're going to learn how to review completed transactions in inventory. So from your supply chain execution menu, go down to inventory management, open the tasks icon, and go down to review completed transactions. All right, now I'm going to spend a little bit more time on this one than I do the other videos, simply because I think this is probably one of the more useful forms that Oracle provides for inventory. Here you can see a lot of detail regarding transactions, and inventory is all about transactions. So let's do a simple query. We'll do an item-based query first. And we'll put in a date range of, let's see. Let's go back to the beginning of the year. Okay, and we won't set anything else, and we'll just do a search based on those parameters. Okay, and in this search, it's found these records. So we can see there was an account alias issue, sub-inventory transfer, and an in-transit shipment that have been done in the past few days. We can also see all of the detail. If there was a reason or a reference, we can see the transfer organization, the transfer to organizations, the transfer transactions, any shipment, waybill, carrier information, just a lot of detail regarding transactions. If you click on the transaction link itself, then you can see the detail laid out in a little bit different layout, kind of a page up and down layout. But a lot of this information is just information that you saw in the previous form. This is just one specific transaction. I could have chosen any of these other transactions as well. Had this been a lot or serial controlled, I could have seen those details as well. Okay, so that's very good information. From the screen, you can, of course, add more column details. I think I've already set it to show all. You can also change the sort order if you need to. You can also reorder columns if you don't like the order that the current columns are arranged in. From the actions screen, you can export all of this information out to Excel, which is very useful. If we go back to the search screen, we can also add fields. For instance, if we were looking for a specific serial number, then I could add that field here and it will show up. I can also create what's called a saved search. So if I wanted to create a new search, so if I wanted to create a saved search, I could come down here and I could save this, and I can give it a name. Okay, so now this saved search has a name called with serial number. And that way that serial number is in there. If I wanted to go back to my basic one, then I could come back here and then serial number is no longer there. So by being able to change my search criteria and then save those searches, I can come back here and get anything the way I want. I can also reorder any of these fields if I want description to be below transaction date. I can and see the change there. So it pays to spend a little time working with this form, getting searches the way you want them, learning how this screen works, and learning how all of these columns help you find all your transaction criteria. So it covers everything regarding purchases. You have source types that you can look down based on different transaction sources. For your searches, you have transaction types, which you can also sort through as well. You also have transaction actions. So you can see the different types of transactions that take place. And you can even determine whether you want to look at a costed status, if there were pending or errored uh, transactions as well. All right, so that's all I have for now. I appreciate your time, and this concludes this lesson. Once you're done here, you can click done, and you're back to your main menu.